Just imagine buying some gold or silver, putting it in your state, having it guarded by the state, protected by the state, guaranteed by the state, and then going out and using a debit card like this and spending gold and silver. Or maybe as an employee, getting paid in gold and silver and holding your assets there. Or just another way to pay, just spending a little bit of it with a debit card and putting a little in gold, a little in silver, and a little in Federal Reserve notes. This technology exists. We've shown it and demonstrated with Jason Cousins and Glint. We took it to Utah and they saw it there. Even the deputy treasurer looked at it and said, wow, that makes sense. So now we've got an opportunity, a state legislator who's looked at it and said, hey, look, the state ought to be able to produce this and do this. And now we have a treasurer who says, if we do it, I think we can implement it. So Treasurer Oaks, can you comment on what you saw when you saw the demonstration?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite remarkable that we have the technology that will allow us to buy small pieces of gold, to getting exposure at the smallest levels, because suddenly now that opens up this entire marketplace to a whole new set of individuals, people who haven't been able to get banking accounts, for example, or are afraid to open a bank account. So much is done on a cell phone these days, and really it's just a matter of downloading an app. Now, of course, it remains to be seen exactly how this is implemented in the state, but that's the idea, is that you could have something as simple as an app on your phone and buy gold that you could then transact with. And so there really is no limit on who could do this. And so it really brings this whole ability to transact to everybody in the marketplace. And that, I think, is really exciting, because in the past, people would look at gold and you had to kind of know what you were doing. With this, you just have to know how to operate a cell phone and have money in a bank account, and you could theoretically gain exposure to gold and begin to build up holdings in gold that you can then use to purchase things with. It's quite remarkable.
Yeah, well, the problem has been in the past, if you don't have a large income and you don't have a lot of savings, you wouldn't put it in gold or silver because it's very difficult to spend it. But this gives economic justice. And I know, talking with you, Ken, about that is one of the things that made you most excited, that this brings safety and protection and inflation hedges down to the normal person.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. It's this, right, to go out and buy a gold coin, to even know where to do it, how to do it, where to get it from, and then what do I do with this? I mean, if I'm going to spend it, can I cut off a piece of it, and do I have to get little flakes of gold to get my change in? And it really makes it available, Kevin, for everyone, right? I mean, the average hardworking person that is seeing their paycheck just erode right out from under them, and they go to buy. I mean, we've all seen it, right? You mentioned the ice cream, and we'll work for ice cream. I've got the sign, but we've all seen the ice cream carton get smaller and smaller, and it's about half the size it used to be for the same amount of money. Well, with this, you load $10, 10,000 or 10 million into whatever the technology is. It buys the same amount of ice cream today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, and even 100 years from now. The same $20 gold piece would buy the men's suit in 2020. The same, would buy the same thing today. It kept its value, and that's where we protect people. We allow them to protect the value of what they earn and save, and not have it be eroded right out from under them.